Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 WWE entrance themes of all time. Number 10, The Game and King of Kings, Triple H. The world of the WWE has seen a number of talented composers run through their ranks. Jim Johnston in particular comes to mind, the architect of many classic wrestling theme songs. However, there's just something special about when an outside artist, especially a famous one, can be convinced to collaborate with a superstar. Motorhead was one of those bands, working with Triple H to craft his classic opening theme tune, The Game. Actually, they did it twice, as Hunter also used the band's King of Kings song for his departure theme, often when working as part of the Authority.
Think about it, Seth Rollins has called this man a coward. Seth Rollins has called Triple H gutless.
It doesn't matter which song you choose, the heavy metal rock and roll vibes of Motorhead and Triple H just gel together in perfect symbiosis. Number 9, Walk Alone, Batista. Batista's theme was another opening track that was penned by an outside band, in this case the heavy rock act Saliva. The song plays heavily into the E's connection with aggressive testosterone-fueled nu metal. This sound, for better or worse, largely defined the brand in the new millennium and beyond, although today the brand is much more diverse when it comes to music. Still, Walk Alone feels like a time and a place, a land of giants in which warriors like Batista prowled the squared circle, looking for victims. The solo section in particular features a tasty mid-placed riff that feels perfectly suited to Batista's bruising in-ring style. The combination of Saliva, Batista, and Walk Alone definitely feels like kismet.
He believes that he is going to do the unthinkable. He is going to stop the unstoppable and beat the unbeatable this Sunday.
Number 8, Break the Walls Down, Chris Jericho. The arrival of Chris Jericho into the WWE was one that was met with one of the most iconic ovations in the company's storied history. Of course, it helped that Jericho was aided by one of his most defining theme tunes, Break the Walls Down. Chris has redefined himself numerous times over the years, but his post-WCW iteration speaks to the man's rock and roll lifestyle and flamboyant, technically gifted pedigree.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho, Y2J!
Jericho's Walls of Jericho finisher ties into the song lyrically, while the vocalist on the track also drops not-so-subtle references to heavy metal legends Judas Priest. It's a perfect storm of attitude, swagger, and riffage to signal the entrance of one of pro wrestling's GOATs.
What a scene in Memphis!
Number 7, Voices, Randy Orton.
He's back!
Is there any theme tune that better suits the superstar making their way into the ring? Randy Orton's Voices theme just feels slinky and serpentine, like the Viper himself, while at the same time feeling coiled and ready to strike. Voices makes its mark almost immediately with the declaration that Randy does indeed hear voices in his head, and that they talk to him, drawing him into wickedness. Then, as the song gradually increases in anger and intensity, Voices erupts with that sort of nu metal crunch that defines so many vintage WWE themes. It's a song we honestly can't imagine being paired with any other superstar. Number 6, Are You Ready? D-Generation X. There were so many WWF Attitude Era themes that helped define that commercial boom period in professional wrestling.
Generation X!
this was one of them, a song that instantly transports you to a time and place, an era where anything could, and very often did, happen. Are you ready may ask the rhetorical question, but we already know the answer. Yes, fans were very much ready for D-Generation X to assault the boundaries and limits of good taste. And this sassy, slightly funky rock tune served as the perfect soundtrack. Are You Ready almost feels like a bizarro Rage Against the Machine with its rap/rock attack, a neon green cross-chopping call to arms for the bad guys to arrive. Number 5, No Chance in Hell, Mr. McMahon.
A standing ovation.
There's a mellow intro to the opening to No Chance in Hell, the entrance theme for Mr. McMahon. Then a funky groove announces that former WWE chairman Vince McMahon's evil boss character had arrived, ready to kick ass and take names. The swagger in his theme tune is palpable, an audio representation of McMahon's flailing, sauntering walk to the ring that feels perfectly in line with the character. The taunting lyrics are also perfectly fit to McMahon's persona, while the chanting, screaming chorus of "No Chance" never fails to get an audience shouting along. McMahon may be gone, but his close-to-home fictional self will always exist in the minds of WWE faithful as one of the era's most formidable villains. Number 4, The Time Is Now, John Cena. It's never been out of the question for a professional wrestler to assist in performing their own theme song, but perhaps the most successful of them all remains John Cena. The face that runs the place proved he actually had some decent flow when he took to rapping The Time Is Now, while the boisterous production and bright energy fits perfectly with Cena's colorful ring attire.
The WWE Universe is on its feet for John Cena.
The Time Is Now may have had multiple songwriters behind the desk, including John's cousin, The Trademark, but the end results are purely and undeniably Cena.
Respect from the whole world.
Number 3, Electrifying, The Rock.
If you smile, what the rock is cooking.
You gotta be kidding me! What?
Let's face it, The Rock's electrifying theme beats the hell out of his first entrance music when he was the babyface Rocky Maivia. The tune is another that opens with an immediate vocal as The Rock shouts his catchphrase, announces to everyone that he's here and ready to open up a can of whoop-ass. Perhaps less celebrated is the song's funky groove, a bass-driven head bobber that feels a little soulful, a little heavy, and a whole lot of awesome. If The Rock was the people's champion, then consider Electrifying to be the people's theme song. Number 2, Real American, Hulk Hogan. Rick Derringer is a guitar rock legend, working with artists as varied as Steely Dan, Johnny Winter, and even Weird Al Yankovic. Derringer also made a big mark on pro wrestling with the most famous wrestling song of all time, Real American. The song would become synonymous with Hulk Hogan, the 1980s, and the rock and wrestling connection, a feel-good anthem with true arena pomp and circumstance. It's a shameless throwback to a character that defined an era, a song with no-nonsense riffs and a soaring vocal with real purpose. Before we name our number 1 pick, here's some honorable mentions. Rest in peace, The Undertaker. Never fails to give us goosebumps.
Batman Batista and The Undertaker to try to get along, if you will.
Metalingus, Edge. Alter Bridge rocks it out. Metal, Kurt Angle. The WWE Universe's chants of "You suck" made this theme unforgettable. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. I won't do what you tell me. Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's obvious from the moment that the glass shatters, it's time to raise some hell. I Won't Do What You Tell Me might sound like it belongs better as a theme for D-Generation X, but the heavy metal riffing and no-nonsense attitude immediately feels like Stone Cold Steve Austin to a T. It's actually difficult to listen to the song without picturing in our heads the imagery of Austin engaging in some kind of in-ring fracas.
Security guard later, and here he is, the toughest SOB in the WWF.
The vibe on the whole reminds us of that classically metallic mid-80s WWF sound, similar to the Ultimate Warrior's theme. It's aggressive but memorable, catchy but full of attitude. And it was perfectly suited for the Texas Rattlesnake. Oh hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.